Happy New Year! I don't know, let's see if this works. No idea. Ba-ba-da-ba. Hello. Hello, hello? '26, new year, new us. We're talking about things. Hey Brett, how you doing? I kind of accidentally got Lego for Christmas, so I figured I'd buy it. I'd build it. New year, new things to do. And by accidentally got Lego this year. My mom wanted Lego for Christmas, and I sent my brother a screenshot saying, "These are the two that you can't buy." And he said, "Do buy it. Got it." So I was like, my mom really likes these little botanical ones. You know, the ones with the pedestals and the containers. But I had already got her this one for her birthday. And by me, I mean myself and my dad. So he was gonna return it, and then he was like, "I don't know, you want it?" I'll buy, he hadn't gotten me anything, which we talked about, it's fine, I didn't care. So he bought her one of the other ones. And then this one became mine. So there you go. It'll be a shorter stream, which is fine, considering some of you or in Europe anyway, and never make it to the end. But I say this like I have streamed in the past several months. I have not. Anyway, what are we doing? I exist. I'm here. New year, new plans, new beginnings. Hopefully things are better this year than they were last year. But I think I've been saying that for the past 10 years, and that's not happened. So I'm just bracing for impact. New year, new bracing for impact. Okay, and I'm also trying to figure out how the hell I'm supposed to open this. There's like a perforated guy here. That might be it. Well, I'm glad to see you are with us. Good things to you and yours, Maureen. You're doing the best. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. And I will get eventually draw you some things that you've paid me to draw. I'll get to that. It's gonna happen eventually. I just really wanted to spend the rest of December after my last Christmas market. My last market last year. My last market last year was the day after my birthday. And so I really wanted to spend the rest of December just focusing on family and just Christmas, and I got some bookkeeping done. Just trying to keep the end of the year kind of chill. But we're back to the grind. There is still some other things that I'm doing. I'd made the decision to not take on any markets in January. I did talk about it on Blue Sky a little bit. I have a project that I want to launch in... Dude, I've made all this effort to get these handhold guys open, and it's still just like not working. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, I have some projects that I want to release in, let's say, end of Q1. I made the decision to not do any January markets. A, because they tend not to be particularly financially reliable. Just nobody's spending money that early in the year. But also, I've talked about it a little bit on my last stream, I think. But I want to launch print shop services on my website in the new year. That's my Q1 project. I've been talking with some local artists about working with them to do that. My goal being doing small batches, artist-centric print shop services, like an artist working for artists is the goal here. And so there's just a lot of stuff that I have to do to get that launched. I need to make a lot of templates, and I need to write a lot of copy, I need to set up a lot of listings. I spent a lot of time thinking about if I should just launch it as a new website or not. I'm not sure there's enough interest to buy a whole nother hosting situation. So I think I can just start started as a section of my website, and if it takes off, I can move it onto its own thing, but I think this is the right way to start. There's 2 bags. 1 and 2. I'm gonna build it. And I got instructions. My brain's going everywhere, but yeah. So that's my number one thing that I want to focus on in January, other than I'm going to be doing that in between commission backlog. I also want to work on... I want this to be the year where I finally start doing, like, batch content. Basically, instead of last minute pushing and struggling to, oh, I'm launching this. Like, I have a market this weekend. Let me finish this project real quick. Let me finish this art real quick so that I can have it at the market. What if I, like, have a backlog of product that I create and I don't just, like, launch it immediately? Like, I actually come up with a marketing plan? You know, what if I actually what if I don't just make things and launch them immediately? What if I actually, like, be a business and do a marketing thing? Maybe that's an idea. But it might also just be a lot less stressful. Anyway. A plan? Hey, that sounds organized and sensible. I mean, I've been wanting to do this. I've been wanting to do a plan. I've been wanting to do batch content. I've been wanting to do this kind of stuff forever, but I've just don't. So here we are. I'm gonna do this. Wanna see my desk? Ta-da! I'm building Lego. I've got a bowl to put all the bits in. We've got the instructions. We've got my keyboard that needs to be cleaned. Whatever. Anyway. Is 2026 the year where I actually do things? Maybe. We'll find out. Anyway, I'm sure it'll start out great and then flounder. Oh, I could just open it up on my iPad, huh? I mean, my iPad is right there. Or I can just use my iPad as a kickstand for the instructions. That is also an option. Best of both worlds. I've also been thinking about streaming. I always want to stream more. Daytime streams are being harder to organize with family and things. There might be, well, let's say in the spring, I might not have as much, I might actually have a little bit more time. I will say that, like, obviously we started all of this with art streams, and I don't have problems with art streams. I love art streams, but I have a much harder time doing them nowadays. not because I'm not making art, but because I find myself struggling with creating publicly. I am finding myself a lot more emotionally vulnerable when I draw than I used to be, and it's very stressful to convince myself to do it. And so, if I stream, I think I'm probably more likely. I'm just looking at what the hell these parts are. I'm just spending a lot more time thinking about, okay, what kind of stuff could I actually do on stream that's not going to devastate me emotionally? And I mean, I can still art on stream when I'm in the right place for it, but if I'm not in the right place for it, we've done studio streams before, and those are pretty good, I think. But you know, could I do more like kind of co-working streams? Like, you know, if I have a day where I'm working on my website, you know, I can't necessarily show you the back end of my website. Maybe some ways I can, maybe some ways I can't, you know, but maybe we just, you know, I do like a full screen, like a just chatting, you know, while I answer emails and stuff, and we just chat while I just do regular boring work stuff. That's an option, I suppose, but I don't know if there's really any interest for it. I don't know. I mean, there's no way to know if there's interest for it or not, then if I don't just do it and see how it goes, you know? I mean, hey, people watch people watching YouTube videos. Why not? Why wouldn't there be people who watch people who watch people answering emails? And I might even do, like, you know, an art stream where I just, you know, if you imagine kind of like an NDA situation where, you know, maybe I'm working on a piece of art that I can't show you, or again, maybe I'm just too emotionally vulnerable in the moment to show, but I could still work on that art and just not show my screen and still chat, right? I think that'd be cool, like a work buddy. I support you doing streams that are good for your mental health. People do work productivity mirror streams. It's true, like body doubling, right? Sustainable mental health things are important. I think 99% of the time I'm there for the people. Content is nice, but it's so much about that person to person, you know? I hope. Yeah. For sure. Like, I think that's, like, if you think about variety streamers a lot, that's kind of it. You follow them for what they're doing and, you know, who they are and not so much what they're doing. maybe just my variety becomes like productivity focused as opposed to like gaming focused, which is weird, but maybe whatever works, you know? Who knows? Maybe I'll start selling Notion templates. Maybe I'll be one of those people. I wouldn't, though. I don't think I would. I mean, maybe. But as it stands, my current Notion template that I do use a lot, and I do love, that's one thing I've really gotten into this year. I started using it last year, but I've really gotten into it this year, is using Notion for my productivity. And I've gotten it to a place that I'm very happy with. But I've also taken a lot of inspiration and reference and, like, shall we say, style notes from other creators, and I don't feel I wouldn't feel confident selling it. It's my dashboard isn't exactly like what the person who inspired mine is like. It isn't exactly like that. It's not like I just copy pasted their template and started using it, but it's aesthetically very heavily influenced off of what they've made, and I wouldn't want to sell it as is. I'd have to change it. I could use the same function of it, but just change it enough aesthetically that it would be mine. Anyway, that was kind of unrelated a little bit. I could also do evening game streams again. I have a lot more time in the evening than I'd have during the day. And I will say, as even though I've not streamed gaming, I think I streamed a little bit of Zelda at the beginning of last year. As far as gaming goes, I don't... Is it? Okay, I'm sorry. Let me turn it down a bit. That better? I think that's that one. Hang on. What are these? That's better, thanks. My hearing has been weirdly... Okay. Okay, I just wasn't sure. Traces of your wall hunt me down inside. Fuck, I don't know what I was saying. I should run and go. Anyway, gaming streams. Even though I haven't been streaming much, I still feel like the streamer guilt. Anytime I play a video game, I feel guilty that I'm not like reacting to it on stream, which is silly. But you know, maybe in order to play games again, I just have to stream it. Maybe I just use the guilt for good. Never speechless when the earth's my fuel, killing the time, building a fire, wrapped in each other as we fall in love. I've never met a girl like you. That's so weird. Okay. I like. I haven't built proper Lego for many years, but I'm looking at these pieces coming together, and I'm like, I don't know how this is coming to how on earth this is going to create the final result, and what parts of this is going to create the final results, but here we go. Uh-oh, did I do that the right way? I did, okay. Maybe try different things and see which makes you feel best. I do think that the wrong choice will be to throw myself into it 100% all at once. I think that's pretty much how it would be guaranteed to fail. These ones? I do have a habit of hyperfixating, so. If I go all in, it's not going to be sustainable. But I know I'll want to do that. But I also know that it's not a good idea. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but my dear friend Stevie Ray Drawn has been streaming a bunch lately. She's been solo deving a video game. And I'm so excited. I almost lost the piece, and then I didn't lose the piece. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm noticing that this music is not consistent. Like each song, they're not the levels of the music for track to track is not equalized. I'm sorry. Maybe we just swap music then. Maybe there's a better choice. Let's just put on... Is that better? Okay, what is this? What is this? What is this? So it goes like this, I think. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, I was talking about Stevie Ray Drawn has been working on a video game. She's been solo deving. Excuse me. And I've been lurking in a lot of her streams when she's been doing that. She's I think my number 2 or number 3 most watched stream of the year. Last year. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, just wanted to check my... Oh! Good for Stevie. I think I caught a bit of it before Christmas or when Christmas started. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of it. I'm so stoked for her. And she's been making, like, a lot of, like, dev streamer friends, too, which is always, like, probably the best part of streaming is finding other people who like what you like. Hey, Cog, how's it going? I'm building Legos. Oh. I didn't actually realize this go in upside down. Imagine liking stuff. I know, right? So far so good. Except for right now. No, that's fine. It's fine. We got it. We got it. This is our base so far. Ooh. What's next? I gotta get these little red nuggets. These guys. It's so interesting how it all comes together like that. Excuse me. Waiting on Stevie. Decided to test out some 3D animals I got. It looks like I have to rig most of them. You're speaking a language that
Surprise!
Oh, it's these parts. Bull bits. I love lurkers. All my heart containers to them. Hell yeah. Shout out to the lurkers. The backbone of any community. You're the ones that get us up the page. And get eyeballs. On our streams. Bless up. Okay, so we've got 4 of these. 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 And then there's like 4 of these little gray blocks. I see. But yeah, okay, so I guess this is a little bit of news, life news, and also part of the reason why I might be able to stream semi-consistently again, perhaps. One of the things that's been the hardest to get a stream schedule going is that my nephew is here with us twice a week. We basically do granny daycare, and I help. And I'm his favorite plaything, so when he's here, even though I'll try to get some work done, but I can't, like, you know, streaming isn't happening when he's here. Straight up. That's just not happening. Maybe in the evenings after he leaves, could do a little gaming or whatever, but not in the daytime, that's for sure. So here's something that's happening. A little bit of news. Wait, are we supposed to use more of those green? Oh, there was these little gray guys too. Okay. My brother and his partner are expecting another baby. Nephew number 2 is on his way. Which means my sister-in-law will be off work. Which means the necessity of nanny daycare will be a little bit more limited than it has been. You know, we'll probably still take him at least once a week, you know, to give mama some time off, you know. And besides, we want to see him. We're pretty fond of that kid, you know. So when I bet, you know, he has been a cog, you know, a wrench in the wheels as far as getting daytime streams figured out. So if he's not here, I might be able to fit some more in, you know. Thank you, Brad. Ah!
Bonk bonk.
Thank you, Millie, for the 12 months of continued support. I appreciate you. I brought back some of the old alerts because I was feeling nostalgic. Why not, you know? I've been working on some things with alerts and stuff, but they're not all live. or available yet. I actually don't know which ones work and which ones don't. You guys will have to test them out. We'll find out. Oh. Now we use the rest of these little gold nuggets. Where's the other one? 4. Ah! Holy shit.
Test tongue.
Test tongue. Ooh. I don't know if I want to test tongue. Brett, thank you so much for the 75 months of continued support. You're crazy, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Holy. Holy moly. Trying to figure out if it matters which direction this goes in. Okay, so it lines up with like the yellow pieces here, so it should be this way. Well, thank you guys for coming to hang out. I appreciate you. It's just a chill Lego building stream, because why not? Wah! Yes, there is a bit alert. I can't remember. I might have set it to... Hang on. No, I think I set it to 100 for text to speech. I guess an emote won't trigger it though. I should double check. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Appreciate you. What?
Text to speech, you say no way.
Oh, it is there. There you go. Poggies. That's such a cute emote too. I like it. I mean, I hope it's not. I hope it's not AI, but it is cute. We're in that friggin' world where I don't know what the hell. Oh, we're at the end of... What the hell are these for? Oh, they're just extra okay. Extra pieces, I guess. I'm no longer smart enough to guess AI or not. If I ever was. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to tell. I don't know. There's a lot of there's a lot of conflict about AI, obviously, and I think a lot of it is justified. I also think, you know, people keep calling for... Wait, there's a hype train incoming? Shut up. Well. We'll see, I suppose. One of my biggest problems with, like, I totally support people not supporting AI. I'm not supporting AI. But I also see all these people, you know, hyping up like, I can't wait for the bubble to burst. But like, that doesn't mean AI is going to go away. Ah! Millie, thank you for gifting a sub to Combat Oven. You know, anyway, I support the end of AI, but I also don't think the bubble bursting is gonna do what you think it's gonna do, you know? I'm so mixed on AI. Like, I have no problem with the technology by itself. I mean, quite simply, the problem is... The problem is capitalism. The problem is the ways that it's being used and what the ways it's the fact that companies are disregarding, you know, obviously the environment and IP, and just they're disregarding, they have no care about who this might affect and why. We need legislation around it. Because, again, like, the AI bubble that we're supposedly in may or may not pop. And if it, the best case scenario, it does pop, it doesn't mean AI stops existing. So, like, what do we actually do about it? I also don't think shaming the use of AI is actually going to help. I think it's just going to make people hide that they use it. I think we need to encourage disclosures of AI use, and then you choose whether or not you want to participate in it. And hiding that they use it is even worse. Exactly. Which is why I think shaming is the wrong choice. I also don't think, you know, I have some friends who are programmers, developers, and, you know, I've heard them talk about the way they use AI, and it's like, basically they use it to basically do the monotonous shit, like the setup shit that nobody wants to do, that takes up a lot of time, that's really boring, so that they can actually do the work, you know? And I think that's ultimately the best use of AI, is as is as a tool to help people do their job better, not do their job for them. You know what I mean? But that's not what makes money. So, yeah, again, the technology could be very useful, but the companies using it, the companies making it, are the problem. Because their priority isn't helping people, their priority is making money. And the companies, you know, signing onto AI are doing it to, you know, they've been sold a promise of replacing a workforce. They just want to be able to cut out a cost. That's all they're thinking about. Again, the problem is money. Actually, Jazza did a really good video, I think. I for the vast majority of it, I really agree with his stance on AI. He did and he even admitted, like, he did a video when AI was new that he that was a lot more pro AI than he is now, and he kind of went through the video excuse me, and his original concepts of AI and talked about why he's changed his mind. And I agree with the vast majority of what he believes about AI. Again, the problem is the problem is capitalism. If we didn't need our IP, or like, automation is a good thing, but if we didn't need money to survive, like, if it wasn't going to be taking away jobs from people, if protecting our IP wasn't, you know, inherent to our survival as artists, as whatever, like, then would we care? Does the automation of it all, like, is it so bad if the, like, we didn't have to care about those things? You know, we care about it replacing people's and taking away people's jobs, because then they can't afford their healthcare. If they can't afford their food, they can't afford anything. But if that wasn't a thing, if capitalism wasn't the winner, if people didn't care about, if it, you know, if it wasn't like a make or break of people's survival, would it matter? Automation is good, taking away people's livelihoods is not. And that's where my like brain is, if that makes sense. Hey, Combat Evan, how you doing? AI is like medicine. It can be good or bad, but the prevailing atmosphere around it is pretty terrible. True. I do think it's going to be kind of like NFTs a little bit, though much bigger, where, like, the technology is not the problem. It's people's desire to make money at all costs. That's the problem. You know, when NFTs were introduced, the technology of it sounded kind of interesting. Like, you know, somebody could hypothetically, I'm trying to look at how this is working. Like, sorry, I'm getting, think like this, I think. Okay, anyway, I don't even know what I was saying, dude. Sorry. Oh, I was talking about NFTs. I think that, yeah, the technology, there was some interesting things, ideas in that, you know, like, imagine an artist who does a commission and they draw a piece of art that gets sold, and maybe the person who buys that art sells it on, and the artist can track and maybe even make a commission off of what that sale is. Like, again, there was parts of what an NFT could be that were interesting, but people suck. So that's not how it turned out. Probably shouldn't have opened both bowls at the tiny bags at the same time, but here we are. Anyway, my point is the technology isn't the problem, and I don't think the technology is inherently the problem. I think the technology can be useful. I think the system is fucked. And there's like a little circly guy that I'm supposed to use here, and I don't know where it is. Oh, is that it? Ah, found it. Of course, once I say it out loud, it's like, oh wait, there it is. Yeah. I think AI has potential to do some really great things. There's been things about like AI getting really good at detecting cancer in certain scenarios. Where does this? What? Oh, I'm supposed to get this brown thing. It didn't show me connecting the brown thing there, though. There it is. Where is it? At the same time, wait. Look at this. What the hell? Oh, do I put them on the sticks? I was supposed to go next to the sticks, but it goes on the sticks. I see. What was I saying? Blah blah blah. Problems, capitalism. Yep. You were saying something about AI? Yeah, yeah. I'm distracted easily, but I think I've said pretty much all I can say about AI, but I don't know. Oh, there's a piece that I'm oops. There's a piece I'm missing. Adoringly Ren, hello, by the way. Uh-oh. There we go. I need one of these little circly guys again. Yep. Got it. Okay. Fixed it. I forgot about the little circly guy. But yeah, ultimately, I think my position on AI is I want it to be able to do good things for people. I think it could be a tool that could be very useful for people and for society. I don't think it can do it under capitalism. As long as it can be used to make money, people are going to do shitty things with it. My dad has been making these Lego Botanicals through the year and really enjoyed it. Lego sure has come a long way. Yeah, I really like the Lego Botanicals. They're really cute. A lot of the ones that I really like are just like way outside my price range. Like there's no way. You know, I'm not about to go buy a I'm not about to go buy the Rivendell set, you know? I'm not in that place. But I do like the botanical set, for sure. My mom bought herself one just today. She saw it was on sale and was like, well... She's been making a bunch of them. It's so cute. She was actually saying that she, she's like, oh, I need to go through, excuse me. I need to go through my china cabinet and get rid of a bunch of stuff so I can put my Lego in there. I was like, oh, Mom. Oh, I have to do this twice. We're not done yet. Yeah, I think they're so cute. I think the first Lego Botanical one I saw was a friend of mine who's really into Legos. His wife bought him like the botanical bouquet set for their anniversary, and I thought that was adorable. It's a way to get a Lego fan flowers. Am I crazy? Oh, here's one of them. I found it. Excuse me. I don't know where this cough is coming from, but it sure is there. Plus, they never die, so that looks good. True. Exactly. As long as you have a place to put them, they're perfect. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could put some on my, maybe put a couple sets on my throne wish list. You never know. You never know. I don't know if Jade ever did it, but I think she did the stream. She's put a couple Lego sets on her her wish list and has gotten I know she's a big Seinfeld fan. I think she got the Seinfeld apartment one. I don't know if she ever actually built it on stream. I know she intended to. I don't know if it's like on her to-do list or she's actually gotten it, you know? That is a show about nothing. It sure is. I haven't watched it, and I've seen several episodes of it, but I've never like sat down and watched it. And now that like here's the thing. Now that we know so much of the cast are just kind of horrible people, I'm a little bit hesitant to actually get into it. Anyway, whatever. They are actor comedians from the 90s. I'm not fucking surprised. Yeah, no kidding. It's just disappointing. You know, when something you've really liked for a really long time kind of, I guess, it feels like a betrayal, you know? Especially when just emotionally it feels like you've given so much to them. Maybe even financially if you've like bought merch and stuff because you wanted to support them. And then they're like, actually, I think trans people should die. You know, it's like, well, well, I'm not saying any of these people have specifically said that. I actually yeah. There's someone who said that for sure. Anyway, whatever. I mean, J.K. Rowling's a perfect example of that, I think. A lot of people found escapism through her work. You know? It was about a story about a kid who had a shitty life and everyone made fun of him, and then one day he got picked up and told he was special and taken away into a magical world. And, you know, a lot of queer people really resonated with that. And, she's gone on and essentially betrayed them. And that's like, oops. It just sucks, dude. This is a little bit finicky now. I'm not even sure I'm using the right part. I think I am, but... There, got it. I stopped reading in the middle of the 5th book when it was evident nobody was editing her work. Fair. I think that's very fair. I initially stopped reading in the 5th book. I still watched the movies. I came back later and finished reading them. When... Is that right? This doesn't feel right. I'm confused. I think it is right, but it's not as snug as I was. I'm a little bit scared. Anyway, I got to the 5th book and I couldn't quite get into it. I didn't finish it at the time. I came back to it later after I remember watching the 6th movie and being like, I feel like a lot of context is missing. And so I went back and read all the books, start to finish. I was like early 20s at the time. And oh jeez. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the house elf thing always felt really, really, really weird to me. And like in hindsight, it's like, hey, I think the only reason I would consider rereading the books would be to like look back at it in hindsight, you know, just to be like, okay, I remember what I thought. I did not read it critically at the time. I wonder what it's like to read it critically now, knowing everything that we know about her. Again, I still have my copies of all the books, so I wouldn't be giving her any more money. And I don't intend to. But that would be, I think, the only way I would be able to read Harry Potter again. Would be to not actually read Harry Potter, but to just study it. And I don't think I can enjoy it anymore. The Thief of Always? No. Was that one of her other books? Was that the one... God. Was that the one with the trans killer? Clive Barker? I did not. Okay, no. I actually got a Clive Barker comic for Christmas. One that I've been wanting to read for a long time. It has some of the same stuff you touched on. Oh. I finally got the omnibus for the Next Testament, which I'd read the first couple volumes many, many years ago when they were new, but I just never finished it. And I put it on my Secret Santa list this year, and I got it. Story about kid being taken away, stormy night, basically a boarding house. To basically a boarding house by a mysterious man in his window. Oh. Oh, we're getting on into all the little pieces now. Okay, I need one of these. One of these. 3 of these. 1, 2. 3. If you're not familiar with the Next Testament, it is a comic written by Clive Barker. It is not for the religiously sensitive. It's basically about the Old Testament God was real. The New Testament was not. And God comes back. The Old Testament God comes back. And he's not a nice guy. So it's a horror story about basically the Old Testament God was sealed away, and then humans wrote the New Testament to make people feel better. And so the Old Testament God gets unsealed. And wreaks havoc on the world. So, I mean, the art for it is also absolutely incredible. So I'm pretty stoked to read it. I haven't read it yet. I keep putting it off. I get into bed and play Sudoku and pass out before I can get into any reading. But I'll get there someday. All right, 2 of these. I need 2 of these. 2, 2, 1, 3, 1. Okay, I think I've got everything. And the friendship he makes along the way with the other inhabitants, the twist has some nice reflections. I will take a look at it. I do like Clive Barker. Okay. Got that. Next we put... What the hell is that? I don't have that. I mean, I'm sure it's here. This? Oh. Uses this. Okay. Didn't really show it putting that one on, which is why I got confused. And then these go on the ends here. only needed one of these. Okay. Ta-da. Little guy. Where does the little guy go? It goes on the end. Can it not be pushed in more? That's fine, I guess. Okay, building another part, and now that little guy that I had just thrown back in here becomes relevant again. And then I need a couple of these guys. That guy. And then one of these guys again. That's right. I think so. Okay. So we got one of these. Put that in there. Then this goes on there. This goes on that. No, it doesn't. Ah, shit. Now what am I doing? Oh, there's a whole nother piece. I grabbed the wrong one. Okay. Ooh, okay. This one? Okay, I'm very confused. So this goes on there, yes. This doesn't fit in there. So it shows like this little guy going on here, which is fine. And then, but then that doesn't actually... It doesn't hold it in place. Is there a different piece that I'm supposed to use? It looks like the right one, but... Maybe it's just showing it badly, and I'm supposed to put it the other way around. So that would make more sense. Okay. I think the way it's showing it visually is not maybe correct, but... Or at least deceiving. Anyway. I got it. I think. We need another one of these guys. With another one of these guys. And that just goes straight in on this one. And that goes not in the second hole, but in the next one. Like that. Okay, 3 of these. 3 of the joiny guys. And 3 of the sticky dudes. And 3 of the nubbins. We got the nubbins. It's coming together, you guys. It's starting to look like something. Okay, we take the nubbin. We put the sticky guy in the nubbin. And we put the joiny dude in the sticky guy. And we put the little guys on the thing. But I'm not going to do that right yet because I want to see how it connects because I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I'll just build the rest of them. Just on the last one, it showed it in a way that I thought, oh, it clearly goes this way. But then in actual application, it kind of went in reverse. So I'm just not going to do that until I know what parts I'm connecting to it, you know? Okay. We got our 3 little connecty guys with nubbins. Whoop! Okay. So we need our rings. And we need grabby hands. Grabby hands. We're gonna make 5 flowers. Okay. I'm gonna put all these pieces together over here. Because we'll need them soon, I assume. So building 5 flowers. Let's sort them together. I did that set and it kind of made my brain hurt a bit. I was like, oh, I'm starting to get like, oh, this is why it's like said not for people under the age of 18. Oh, it's my bad brain that's getting in the way. I'm looking for more of these. We got 4 arm guys, but we're supposed to have 5 arm guys. Where's the 5th arm guy? It's in here somewhere. There it is. Mainly for 18-year-olds or advanced level Lego people. Yeah. I'm sure a 16-year-old could do it. Like, I think 18 is a little bit arbitrary, but... I guess it's by, on an individual basis. Okay, got our... Let's install our grabby hands into the rings. I got my mom the chrysanthemum set for Christmas. And for building the base of it, my 3-year-old nephew helped. Big quotation marks around the word help. But he kept saying, it's like, I'm good at helping. And we're like, yep, not for this. It's actually how I kind of, well, at least it got my mom kind of into Lego. I mean, I enabled her, but she was getting into Lego herself. But we were getting a bunch of Duplo for my nephew, who comes to our house on a regular basis and stays with us. And my mom was getting so excited to like build Duplo with my nephew, but then he didn't want to build with her, and she would get disappointed. You know, she wasn't mad or anything. She was just like, she bought the Duplo set and she was so excited to build it with him. And then he was like, no, Nana, I want to do it. Or he wanted to build with me instead. So I saw like this exact set at my grocery store. And so I sent my mom a picture of it and I said, would Nana like a Lego all for herself? You know, because I wasn't sure how much of it was like, how much does my mom want to build the Lego and how much of it is that she wants to play with her grandson, you know? Because if it's just she wants to build with her grandson, then Lego's not the best choice. I didn't want to blind buy. I wanted her approval first. It was the grocery shopping day after her birthday. I sent her the photo. I asked her if she was interested, and she said, "Oh, twist my arm, why don't you?" And it turned out she'd been looking at some of these sets kind of on her own and been thinking about it, so again, she'd been thinking about it herself, but ultimately I enabled her. But yeah, she bought her, and then I got her the chrysanthemum one for Christmas. My brother got her one of the other ones, the blossom one. It's not cherry blossoms. Was it the plum blossoms? Anyway, my brother got her one of those, and she just bought her own Lego set. She bought she saw it was on sale and she really liked it. It was this like big centerpiece one. So it's going to be her biggest set yet. She's very excited, and I'm happy for her. I would never have expected my mom to become, a Lego person in her retirement, but here we are. I used to play with Legos a lot as a kid, but, I never... We did the thing where we had just like a garbage can full of... with a sheet full of Lego, and we would pull the sheet out and lay it out on the floor with all the Lego inside of it, and we would just build whatever. I haven't built like a Lego set in, I don't know, 20 years. Oh no! Oh, thank gosh. I thought I dropped a piece, but it just landed on my lap. Whew! Don't have to go digging on the floor. Okay. Next. Okay. These are all just the little bits. We're at the little bit part. This is not my favorite. Doing the finicky little bits, not my favorite. Your knees are eternally grateful? Yup. That being said, my nephew has helped keep me healthy. Chasing after that little nugget. You know? I need to get, maybe even just go to the thrift store and see what I can find, but I need to get some winter boots. I have boots that I wear in winter, for sure, but I don't exactly have, playing with a 3-year-old in the snow boots. You know what I mean? I also don't even really know what to look for. It's hard when they're all ugly. I need things to be beautiful and functional. Snow boots are not both. Is this the right piece? Yes. I've seen these little circle-y guys too. Wasn't sure if it was the right ones. You too? Beautiful and functional? Yeah, listen. If you spend the extra $5 to buy the cute watering can instead of the ugly watering can, then you can just leave it out and it becomes decor, right? That's my whole thought process. Winter boots for the little rascal. Love to see it. Yeah, he has winter boots. I don't. I have like a, I want to say 10, 15, maybe closer to 15 at this point. 15-year-old Doc Martens, and I'll wear some wool socks with them, but they're not really. They're good for the winter, for getting from point A to point B, but not really for playing in the snow. I'm probably not building forts in my docks. I wouldn't go skiing in my docks. Anyway, that's my whole thought process with that. Uh-huh. So we're building like the petals. I'm trying to just make sure that I'm aligning it the way that it shows it in the picture. As fashionable as you would be, playing in the snow, Maureen may need to suitable playing in the snow boots. I also would need playing in the snow coat and playing in the snow pants. Because I've got oh my god, I got a couple really beautiful vintage finds last year. I have one coat, I got it at the thrift store. I got it for $30. I can't believe it. It's a is it like Mongolian lamb coat with a fur collar. I don't believe in buying new fur, but I do believe in keeping animals that have been dead since before I was even alive. You know, keeping it out of the landfill. I do believe in that. I wear that coat all the time. It's so warm. It is a little bit damaged. I need to fix it. But it's very fashionable, but in a way that, like, for my fashion style, it can very much be dressed up or dressed down. You know, I can wear it, you know, with a dress and heels, but I can also wear it with jeans and a t-shirt, you know? And then this other wool coat that I got, it's like a felted wool coat and also has a fur collar, but this was actually bought from like a vintage vendor, and she guarantees it was made in the 50s. It was not as inexpensive because I didn't buy it at the thrift store. I think she got it at a like an estate sale or something. But I was setting up my booth to vend at this market, and I saw it across the hall, and I was just like, oh no, I hope it doesn't fit. I hope I hate it. And then when I finished setting up my booth, I went over and tried it on, and I was like, oh no, I love it. And it's not as versatile as the other one is. I feel weird wearing it with just like jeans and a t-shirt, but if I have an opportunity to kind of go out and wear it, I'm so excited. Give me an occasion and I will wear it, you know? But again, not great coats for playing with nephew in the snow. I basically need just like to shop like I was going skiing. You know, I need to look at. I used to go skiing when I was in middle school, a little bit of early high school, and then I didn't have anyone to go do it with, so I stopped. But I guess that's the mentality. I need to go shopping like I was gonna go skiing. Like I'm going on a ski trip. What kind of clothes do I need? Minus ski boots, just regular boots. I need snow pants. I need a snow hat. I don't have a beanie. That's fine. Close enough. But I need proper gloves. I did buy some new gloves because may or may not have seen it on Instagram. I posted it on my stories there, but my tried and true leather gloves have a hole in them. I bought them for $10 on clearance 10 years ago, and they have not, they've held up well for a long time, but not anymore. I needed new gloves. And so I used some of my Christmas birthday money to buy some new gloves. They are not they're still not really playing in the snow gloves though. I mean, they're quite warm. They are leather gloves and they're wool lined, so they will be nice and warm, but they're again still not really. Oh, I put them sitting upside down, I think. They're not I mean, I guess they could be playing in the snow gloves. Okay, so I'm supposed to put this in like upside down. So hat I'm covered, but maybe gloves. Like again, thinking about like, were I to go skiing, would I wear these leather gloves to go skiing? No. What kind of gloves would I use to go skiing? That's something I need to keep in mind. Anyway. Maybe not this year, maybe next year. Save up. Unless I can find something at the thrift. I'm certainly not about to buy anything designer or anything. It's just getting something nice. This is something functional that's not garbage. Is also not inexpensive. Oh, I just tried to put that in backwards. Mom, I'm really not paying attention. Do. So what are you guys all doing this New Year's Day? We've got some family coming over for traditional takeout Chinese. So I definitely have a hard stop for when they get here. If I'm not done before that, but... Did you guys have a good New Year's Eve? Did you do anything on New Year's Eve? Are you just recovering from New Year's Eve today? If that's the case. I imagine a lot of people are. goals and predictions for the new year? I have the same goal as I had last year. Get my driver's license. Guess what I didn't do last year? Get my driver's license. Oops. I tried, kind of. Had quite gentle New Year's, couple of drinks, so honestly, been alright. Good. Honestly, I'm really close to buying a house. Hell yeah! That's awesome! Kind of tired. I hope you and I can do it. Hell yeah. Kind of tried? Oh, kind of tried. Tried, not tired. Yeah, I have anxiety. I've had anxiety for a very long time. I tried getting my driver's license when I was younger. I did driver's ed and everything. And everyone told me, oh, the more you drive, the less anxious you'll be about it. But the more I drove and the more I learned about driving, the more aware I was of all the things that could go wrong, the more anxious I actually got about it, and eventually I just stopped. Eventually I retired my learner's permit for a photo card, and I haven't driven since. My job is hindered by the fact that I don't drive. And I really, really, really need to. Like, the pros outweigh the cons by a lot. And I'm really, shall we say, cucking myself by not driving. But, like, I don't know. I got a driver's ed book just for, the written part to study it. And I'd kind of scheduled, not like actually scheduled, but scheduled with my family of like, okay, this is the day. I give myself a deadline. This is the day that I'm going to go do the driver's ed test. Can you drive me to the thing? And they said, okay. And I was studying for it, and I had a bit of a panic attack, and I said, okay, maybe next week, let's work on rescheduling that. And I never did. I still just have I have a lot of anxiety around driving. I have nightmares on a regular basis about having to drive. I don't know how to. I don't know how to get through it other than getting back into therapy, and I definitely can't afford that. So it just lives on my list of things to do. And, maybe someday I'll get it done, maybe I won't. Yeah. I do think it would help. Like I had some really good experiences with a therapist many years ago, but specifically like cognitive behavioral therapy, but it's just a lot to do. And it's a lot to money. And it doesn't even guarantee that it will help, you know? So it's just a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'll get there. Maybe I'll get there. Maybe I won't. I wish I could, you know, be more confident about it, but I also know me. You know, it is really just going to be, if it happens, it's going to be a day where the stars have all just aligned. And it's going to be like, I'm going to be like, you know what? I think I can do it today. And there's going to be a ride available to the it's not, well, I'm in Canada, it's not the DMV, but you know, the testing place, and just everything, the stars will align and it'll happen, or else it won't. That's that's it. All right, we got the flowers done. And so the idea is we put the flowers on these, onto the back. Okay. Like this. Okay, I think I'm figuring it out. This. Okay. Okay, where do these... And then we stick them into the black parts. Oh my god, am I almost done? Oh my god, am I gonna finish in time? Very secure. Honestly, it's just gonna be easier to just take the stem out and shove these in. Okay. I know these were supposed to be in first, but like I said, I didn't know which direction it actually wanted me to put these in, so I wasn't confident. In the process. Okay, so that was there. Oh. That. That one, and then this one showed it from like underneath. But I can't put it there. Wait. Did I do that wrong? Hang on. Chat, hang on. No, it showed it in the black ones. That one went there. Oh, did I just put this one too far? Oh, hang on. That. Okay. Hangs in suspense. Oh! Okay. So that's there. So this goes... I think I kind of have it backwards. I mean, whatever. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm just looking at it in the picture, you know? I guess you could have it whatever way you want, but... I'm probably autistic, and I need the visual confirmation that I'm doing this correctly. That? Oh, that one connects there. Oh, cute. Get on there. Don't break it! Ah! Chad, I'm scared. What if I break it? Ah! No! It's fine. All right, do over, do over, do over. I mean, once it's on there, it'll be easier to just finesse them into something we like, but they just gotta get on there first. Is it done? Ah! That. Hang on, chat. Hang on, chat. Oh, it's me. I'm back. Ah, we did it. This one's weird, but it's fine. I did a Leo. Yeah. I don't like how the stick is kind of just not, it's not particularly secure. Lego artist. Yeah, sure, okay. I'm gonna put it somewhere. I might put it on, I don't really have any space, but I have this shelf up here. Oh, you can't really see what's there. But I have a shelf here. Let me turn on the other light. Then you can see what's on this shelf. Hang on. It kind of helps. I've got a spooky 1930s doll up here. I've got Piccolo. That's Piccolo. You can't tell, but there he is. There's Chimchar. There's the box for my PSU. My Sega Dreamcast is right there. No, that's not my Dreamcast. That's my PS1. I lied. My Dreamcast is actually on the shelf next to me there. There's a couple. There's Morkborg and Morkborg and Cyborg. Couple TTRPG books there. What else? I've got, you can't really see anything. There's a couple guitar pedals there. I think right there. Right there is my Marcus bobblehead from the Borderlands 2 Special Edition. Right here, this little stick shape here is a wooden sword from medieval times. And behind it is a box, a vintage box I got off of Etsy that I have some keepsakes in, like save the date cards for some of my friends' weddings and stuff, and thank you cards, and also letters that a couple of you guys have sent me over the years. They live in that box there. And then this is a lanyard that I got at a convention that I honestly am not entirely sure why it's there, but it is. There's a couple other boxes in the back there too. There's the box for my graphics card is behind the PS1. And the box there next to this one is the box for my camera monitor. Anyway. Also, I would like to introduce you to someone. This is Tammy, allegedly. My nephew loves my stuffed pugs. They're his favorite thing. He came into my office one day and he saw this and he said, it was just sitting on my desk or something, and he saw it and grabbed it and he was like, "Oh, it's Tammy. I love him." And I was like, "Who the fuck is Tammy?" But he just like immediately identified it as Tammy at like 2 years old. This is Tammy and I love him. And I asked my brother, his father, I'm like, does he have like, does it kind of look like a character from a show he watches or something? Named Tammy? Or something? Nope. There is no like yellow creature in his life named Tammy. Except this one. And he's like, "This is Tammy." I'm like, "Okay. I don't know who Tammy was to you in another life." But he immediately identified, this is Tammy, and he loves him. So this is Tammy now. Tammy lives in my office, and he loves when my nephew visits. Anyway, we did it. Stream is done. We built Lego. I'm gonna find a place to put it. Otherwise, food is on the way, has been ordered and is on the way, and my family will be here within the next hour probably, so I'm gonna go and maybe put on something other than sweatpants. I don't know. Maybe not. But thank you so much for hanging out and chatting and yapping. And hopefully this is the start of a new year, like a good start. Good start, good omen, and, you know, like I said, I would like to try some, maybe just chill co-working streams. Not the kind of co-working that I've seen, the co-working streams where they put the timer and they only chat during the breaks. No. I'm yapping through the whole thing. What's the point of streaming if you're not yapping? It'd be like just chatting with extra steps. Just chatting, except it's me answering emails that I'm not showing you. Just chatting and it's me doing bookkeeping for my business. Just chatting and it's me editing product photography. And also, studio streams will probably still be a thing, you know, where I do inventory and restock for my markets. That will probably also be a thing. And who knows, maybe I'll even stream some art. But for reasons that I've described before, might not happen. Hi, Sushi. Enjoy your wiggly arms. Even though I'm about to end the stream, I'm sorry.
Gimme dim wiggly arms.
Get him, wiggly arms. I'm gonna go eat Chinese food with my family. And who knows, maybe I'll do some more evening gaming streams, even if I'm not streaming during the day, you know? I cannot emotionally justify playing video games offline, so maybe I'll just lean into it and do it online. Eee. That's a good combo, I like it. Alright, I want to see who's live. Who the hell is live on New Year's Day? Who the hell is live on New Year's Day? Carson's live. We love Carson. Giving a quick browse to see if there's anyone who makes me want to change my mind. Nope. Oh. No, let's go say hi to Carson. I thought about somebody else for a second, but nah, let's go say hi to Carson. What? Oh, hang on. My chat doesn't think my chat in OBS doesn't think I'm logged in. Hang on. But I can still do that through my dashboard, I think. Yeah, I can. Carson. Yeah. Let's go. Hope you guys have a great evening and a happy new year. And I hope you're not too hungover. If you are, drink some water. Go to bed early. Have a great night. Oh, I don't have a stream ending screen anymore, apparently. Whoops. Okay, bye.